Hey you guys. Wow, it's been a minute since I've made a video of just talking about something. Lately I've been making videos about cooking, and I've been making cooking videos, which are really fun, but I haven't made a video of just like talking about random stuff in a while. So I'm making a video of talking about random stuff today. This video is going to be about defining what quitting means to you in a weight loss goal or a health goal or whatever your nutrition and wellness goal is, whether it be weight loss, strength training, just generally eating healthy so you feel good every day. I want to help you define what the boundary is with where it is that you feel like, okay, I've quit and I need to restart. That's kind of an interesting topic. As a nutritionist, I work with a lot of people, and all of my people are so wonderful, and we go through so much together, really discussing the deeps of what a goal is and kind of making that goal happen. And there are times whenever you're working on any sort of goal, whether it be nutrition or working out, or like me, my goal is working on these videos and all the things to help you guys. It's kind of like, okay, well, you can be working on it every day and you are trying to make progress every day, and of course you're not perfect. I mean, you do what you can, you show up for yourself as best possible, but then there's times where you just stop showing up and you're not feeling the vibes anymore. You're not motivated anymore. And so I want to help you organize how many days of just not doing it defines that you've quit, that you fully quit the goal, and you're taking one of those times in your life. Especially with weight loss, what happens is a lot of people will just quit for 6 months, and then it's getting closer to, right now it's November, and we're about to see family and friends, and everyone's kind of like, okay, I am about to see my family, and I haven't lost weight, and I had said I was going to lose weight last year and I didn't, so now I want to work on it, or whatever it might be. But a lot of times with weight loss, there's like very large stretches of just like, I haven't done the plan, I'm not doing it anymore, I've quit. It's the all or nothing mentality that's super common. And so I thought it would just be interesting to make this video in helping you define what quitting means, because if you create what quitting means to you, then you have organization with having time off of the plan. So if you're taking time off of the plan and maybe you're just like on a little bit of a pause, with my goals, like all of my nutrition work is my main focus, my main goals in my life right now. And there are times where I've got new things coming up. I've just got other parts of my life that are showing up in a different way, and I don't focus as much on making videos. I don't focus as much on writing new meal plans. I just kind of like take a little bit of a pause and a step back from it. And, I feel guilty about that sometimes. And I, decided, it'd be really good to define how long is it that I'm not doing the plan, that it means that I've kind of quit the plan and I have to restart. And the same thing, like I was saying with weight loss, you could be working on a weight loss goal and you're doing awesome. Let's just say, for example, you're doing amazing. You've been at it for 3 weeks and you feel focused and you're starting to feel better in your everyday life and you're really proud of yourself. And then you've got, just some random event that happens and it occurs, and it makes you stop focusing on it. You just say, okay, well, that's gonna have to go on the back burner right now because of this other thing going on. How long is it that you stay and say that's on the back burner right now? How long do you do that for? Traditionally, I see it usually happens for I would say a good 8 weeks, I would say, with my patients that I, visit with. And then that 8 weeks can turn into way longer. And, I'll have patients that come in to see me and, it's been 6 months since I last visited with them. And since that time, they have done no progress. What's really cool is at least they've maintained a lot of their weight loss that we originally were able to get at. But, they haven't done anything with the goal. And so, I really want to be able to define how long is long enough for you to be on pause with your goal, and how long is it that you give yourself this time frame. Like, say, think about like whenever we were in school and we had like Christmas break and we have summer break and we've got all those little breaks, and it helps us like kind of just refresh and be ready to start the school year again. Sometimes it can be really good to have a break, and it's not that you've quit, but you're just taking a pause. Like, you're not quitting school, you're taking a little bit of a break, and that's like a pause on school. And then you get back to school and you keep doing better and you progress and eventually graduate, and it's awesome. But a lot of times we don't look at weight loss the same way, and we think we fully quit, so we got to start over all over again. And so I really want to help you figure out how long is your pause. Say that 1 week you just don't do so well, and then it kind of can be a domino effect, and it just leads into you not doing well for months. But it's maybe because you felt like you failed yourself. You feel like you failed the goal. You failed what you told yourself you were gonna do. But if you defined the fact that, if I need it, I'm taking a 2-week pause from my goal, and I'm not gonna focus my mind on nutrition. I'm not gonna work on my physical activity. I'm just going to take a pause and not think about it for a little while, and I'll get back to it and I'll be better and grow. But if you don't define how long that pause is, then it can just turn into forever long. I mean, not forever, but quite a long time, because I have a lot of patients that I visit with that are in retirement age, and they will tell me, Jewel, I, started gaining weight after I was married, and then I had my first child, and then, had another child, and I just haven't been able to lose the weight, and I now have time to lose the weight, and so I'm here to lose it. And that's about 30 years of not working on the goal and putting it on the back burner, where it may have been just you didn't choose how long you pause. And I want you to figure that out. So I really want you to think about that. How long is a pause? And I really like to think about school when it comes to this, just because we've all gone through like elementary school and middle school and high school, and we all know what that feels like. And I would say Christmas break is usually 2 weeks. And then you've got a longer break, summer break, which is usually like, I think it's like 6 to 8 weeks. And my teachers out there, you guys comment, let me know if I'm right, because it's been, and then we have spring break too, which is a week. Either way, so we've got a week, 2 weeks, we've got like 6 to 8 weeks. So I want you to think about your goal and think about, if you're feeling overwhelmed with it, when is it time for you to take a pause? And do you want to take a pause for a week? Do you want to take a little spring break with it? Do you want to take a little like Christmas break with it? Or do you feel like you really just need like a full summer break? And realize that, you're just taking a pause. You're not quitting, you're just pausing. And during a pause time, your goal is always to just maintain your weight loss that you've achieved. And let's see, if it's strength training, which lately I have a lot of strength training, especially guys, I would say maintain your muscle mass, which would be a little hard to measure, but either way, I feel like you would feel it. You would know if you're maintaining it. But I mostly see weight loss, so let's talk weight loss. So if you are in a pause, so like I was saying, like taking a spring break, taking a Christmas break, taking a summer break, the pause, what is the pause like for you, and what should you expect? So maintenance is what I always recommend, and maintenance is your lowest weight plus 5 pounds. So if you are within that range of, let's just say for example, you weigh 200 pounds and you get to 205 pounds, you're in maintenance. You're not gaining fat, you've just got a lot of water weight on you. You've got glycogen storage, which is the stored form of carbohydrate that is on your muscle in your liver. And so you're maintaining. Now, if you go over the 205 and you're now in like the 207, you know, getting to 210, you're starting to gain actual fat storage. So that's when you really want to reel it back in a little bit. Maybe you're still on pause, but you're going to do a couple days of palate reset or something to help you get back on track, and you can still stay in your pause zone. But yeah, so whenever it comes to this goal, I really just want you to have an organized pause time. And it's not that you're quitting, it's just that you're pausing. And when, you know, when do you think that's gonna be necessary for you? Do you think that needs to happen every 3 months? Does it need to happen, you know, once a month? When is it gonna happen? And if you plan it out, you may have a little bit more organization with this and feel a little bit more in control with your goal, which is so cool. Just to feel like, okay, say for example, you're trying to lose weight. So you're like, I'm gonna focus in on my nutrition. I'm gonna do really good with physical activity and like do my best with the water situation. But I'm gonna do that for 3 weeks, and I know that I've got a pause week coming up. And yeah, maybe my weight loss isn't as fast as I want because I'm taking pause weeks, but I don't feel as overwhelmed with this goal because I have planned pause time. And during your pause time, your goal is just to maintain. So that means you can, you know, have a little bit more carbs and calorie dense foods and all that delicious stuff. Maybe you skip a couple days at the gym or wherever you, however you do your workouts. You just take some time to rest, and that's okay. And so, but if you don't have it organized of, this is how long I give myself to pause when I need it, then it can just turn into this whole like domino effect of I quit and I failed myself because I've been off of the plan for a few weeks now, and I told myself that I would start over on Monday and I never did, and it just can go on and on and on for weeks and months and years. So I need you to try your best to figure out what pause time is, what is actually quitting. If you are going over the limit of a week of pause, 2 weeks of pause, or maybe 6 to 8 weeks of pause, does that mean that you've quit and you need to restart? I want you to really think about that and define what quitting is, define what pausing is for you. Plan out when to have pauses in your practice of your nutrition and wellness. And I really think that'll serve you so well. Just having it organized. You know, when it comes to nutrition, it's one of those things that we always feel like we want to keep really organized. Like we want it to be exactly perfect the way we planned it out. And it doesn't ever happen that way. I mean, there are some days where it's like really close and you feel like a superhero, but it doesn't always happen like that. And I mean, I'm a nutritionist. It doesn't happen like that for me. I wish it did. That would be amazing. But there are some days where I am like, I have like everything planned out of what I'm gonna eat, and then, you know, I'm really stressed out and I decide, well, I'm gonna have this because I'm stressed out. And that's not really what I planned. And then I'm feeling bad about it. And you just don't need to let yourself feel bad about it. You just need to say, okay, it was just because of this. It doesn't mean I've quit. If you haven't learned how to practice like giving yourself grace, you can start to feel like, oh, I had, you know, some popcorn and I wasn't supposed to have popcorn today, and now you feel like you quit the plan and you need to start over on Monday, which is silly. So don't start over on Monday when that stuff happens. I need you to create what your pauses are and what your quitting means. And so I just wanted to make this video for you guys because I've been talking about this a lot lately and I felt it deserved a video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have questions, let me know. And that's all I got for you. I'll see you later. Bye.